Today we're in the beautiful city of Leiden in the Netherlands, which is about a 45-minute train ride southwest of Amsterdam.
This is gorgeous. I've wanted to come to Leiden in previous trips, but we never made it here. But it is full of history. This is the birthplace of the famous painter Rembrandt, and it's home to the oldest university in the Netherlands and oldest botanical gardens.
So we're going to take you to the botanical gardens, check out the university a little bit, and then we'll see what else we can find. We are Scott and Cassandra from the United States and Cayman Islands, showing that deep travel connects us with places and people around the world.
We are the Forever Explorers.
We were staying in Utrecht and had about a 45-minute train ride from Utrecht Centraal to Leiden Centraal Station. We left Utrecht after lunch and planned to spend the afternoon exploring Leiden. The botanical garden, called the Hortus Botanicus, is open until 6 p.m., so we planned to walk there first, which was about a 20-minute walk south of the train station. We planned to spend a couple of hours in the garden and then explore other parts of the city. The first bridge that we crossed, called the Rijnsburgerbrug, gave us a beautiful view of De Valkmolen, a 29-meter high tower mill built in 1743 that was used primarily for grinding grain into flour. We will get a close-up view of this mill a bit later. Continuing on, we walked past the Beestenmarkt, the central square of Leiden located along Steenstraat, where there is a movie theater, several restaurants, and a large harbor where canal cruises depart. We wanted to take a canal cruise, but the last cruises of the day depart at 4:30 p.m., and we wouldn't have time for this after visiting the botanical garden. The next time we visit Leiden, though, we will plan to spend the entire day here, and we'll take a canal cruise, as well as go to some of the other museums in the city.
Looking out at the canals from the bridges was almost as beautiful as being in a boat, though. We had perfect weather for our walk, too. Here we are looking north out over the Halgewater, an historic waterway through central Leiden. The same waterway then turns west, where we can see the historic Molen de Put windmill in the distance. From here, we had a leisurely walk along Rappenburg Street that runs along the Rappenburg Canal, one of the most famous canals in the Netherlands. Part of this fame is because some of the main buildings of Leiden University are here, which, established in 1575, is the oldest university in the Netherlands. Many wealthy and famous residents have lived along the Rappenburg, including King Willem-Alexander and Princess Beatrix, the famous chemist Sylvius, and the famous physician Boerhaave. In the 17th century, many wealthy families and professors lived along the Rappenburg.
Entering through the gates of the historic and prestigious Leiden University is awe-inspiring. The university was founded by William of Orange in 1575, and when proposing to build the university, described it as a firm stronghold for the whole country. The Hortus Botanicus was founded in 1590 to support medicinal plant research at Leiden University, and since then has become home to one of the most diverse plant collections in the world. We entered the main greenhouse on the right first, and this is where the ticket sales, cafe, gift shop, and restrooms are located. We climbed all the way to the top of this impressive facility, high above large palm trees planted below. This is called the Winter Garden, where there are many tropical plants, cacti, and an impressive collection of carnivorous plants like Venus flytrap and pitcher plants. We walked along a boardwalk at the very top of the greenhouse, where many interesting plants are lined up in the brightest and warmest sunlight. Then we went outside to the beautiful Clusius garden that was created in honor of the renowned Flemish botanist Carolus Clusius, who was the first director of the Hortus Botanicus. Plants in this section including many flowers and herbs, reflect his contributions to the field of botany and herbal medicine. He also introduced tulips to the Netherlands, and in early spring, this section of the garden showcases an extensive tulip collection.
Next, we saw a cluster of very large trees and noticed some people inside. When Scott sees any type of shelter created by trees, whether it's a tunnel, canopy, or even a large hole, he cannot resist going inside. So of course, we walked all around here until we found the path leading in. And he took a look around inside this impressive canopy of trees. Then we went into the tropical glass houses, which are very large multi-level greenhouses filled with tropical foliage and flowers. Now, being from a Caribbean island, this was one of my favorite parts of the garden. The first part was like a dense tropical jungle, and many of the plants here reminded us of plants that we've seen in the Cayman Islands where I'm from. We stopped by the tropical aquariums to hang out with the fish for a bit, and then headed upstairs to see some of the elevated sections of the forest. Then, up on the third level, we were able to walk through the top of the canopy for a unique bird's-eye view of the tropical forest.
Back down on ground level, we walked through greenhouse sections filled with huge varieties of tropical plants, including vast collections of orchids. Then we headed back upstairs all the way to the top of the Victoria greenhouse, famous for its display of giant water lilies. The pond also contains brightly colored koi fish and is surrounded by tropical plants and flowers. Back outside, we visited the traditional Japanese garden called the von Siebold Memorial Garden, named after the German physician and botanist Philipp Franz von Siebold, who introduced many Japanese plants to Europe. Then a short walk along the Witt-Singel Canal brought us to the peaceful Chinese garden. And then on to the tranquil fern garden, with trickling streams and waterfalls, lush ferns and bluebells. Walking through here felt like we were immersed in a magical forest rather than being in the heart of a vibrant European city. Our last stop of this peaceful afternoon in the garden was at the incredible weeping beech tree. This one was planted in the year 1840 and has created this gorgeous canopy with a dense carpet of fragrant flowers growing in its shadow. We sat on a bench here for several minutes, just enjoying the gentle breeze and the birds chirping all around.
After the botanical garden, we walked west through the city to find the location where the famous painter Rembrandt was born. Walking west along Moorstraat, we had a beautiful sunset view of the city gate at Moorspoort. The original gate was built of wood in 1611, and this was replaced by the current stone gate in 1669. Then heading south from the city gate, we come to the Parc de Put, where the Molen de Put windmill is located, and where there is a statue depicting Rembrandt looking out over the River Rhine at the place of his youth. The Rembrandtbrug bridge crosses the river, and we thought that the views from this bridge were some of the most beautiful in the city. Crossing the bridge to the south side then takes us past the location where Rembrandt was born, and across from there, in a quiet courtyard, is a statue of young Rembrandt painting a self-portrait.
Then a bit farther west of the courtyard is a beautiful green space called Rembrandt Park, where we enjoyed a few tranquil minutes by the willow trees. Heading back to the city center now, we were ready for some dinner, and I can't think of a better way to finish off a day in a beautiful Dutch city than with some Dutch pancakes. I had the apple cinnamon, which is always my favorite, and Cassandra chose an amazing pancake with cherries and ice cream. And of course, we enjoyed a cup of fresh mint tea with our meal. Feeling good after our pancakes, we continued on through the city square, and wow, it looked spectacular in the evening light. We were on a quest now to get a close-up view of De Volkmolen, the massive tower mill that can be seen from a distance from many places around the city. From here we walked north along the harbor and then along Nieuwe Beestenmarkt to a beautiful canal side park around the windmill. The mill was converted to a museum in 1966, but the museum closes at 5 p.m. and we were a bit too late to go inside. We had a fantastic afternoon and evening in beautiful Leiden though, but next time we will definitely need an entire day here.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more from the Netherlands and other places around the world. And check out one or more of our other videos showing over on the right side of the screen. Thanks for following along.